Hi, this is Dr. Wendy Flint, Director at the Idea Center. This Career Corner video is about cover letters and cover emails. What are the secrets to a great cover letter? Well, a cover letter should make a great first impression, make it clear why you're applying for the job, and show that you can come right in and meet the company's needs. So you need to tell your story, who you are, and why you're applying for the job. Why is it such a big deal? Well, it's a formal letter that accompanies the resume, a letter of introduction where you connect the dots of your experience for the employer. As a recruiter, he or she cannot look at your resume and determine what part of this resume matches the job that I posted. So in the cover letter, you get to connect the dots for them. For example, if they ask for data analysis, you would say, I see you are looking for someone with data analysis experience. In my project at such and such a company or at my internship, I did data analysis in the following way. It's also a sample of your writing and communication skills. If they listed in the soft skills of the job posting that they need writing and communication efficiency or effectiveness, then you're going to demonstrate that through your cover letter. It's also where you can show some personality. You can be a little bit humorous, you can share a personal story, and they'll begin to connect to you as a person. It sets you apart from the competition. Some people just do generic, boring cover letters, but you're going to do something interesting so that they will not only read the first paragraph and get hooked, they'll continue to read because you mention the company, you mention how your skills match what they're looking for. It just sets you apart from maybe what others have done in their cover letter. Here's some general tips. Focus on what you have to offer as well as why you want the position. They want you to be passionate about wanting this position. Revise your letter for each position you apply for. So you'll have to be clear why you're interested in each position and customize each cover letter. Be authentic, be yourself. Approach it as if you were telling a story. Remember, hiring managers are looking for what's not in your resume. As they go through a pile of a dozen of these, the cover letter is going to help them decide which 3 or 4 they want to meet in person. Use the same header as your resume. Copy and paste the exact header onto the cover letter so that if these get separated on a table in an interviewing panel, they'll be able to connect it together, the cover letter with the resume. Keep it to one page and use 10 to 12 point font size and the same font that's on your resume. Set the margins to make it look balanced on the page with nice white space. Use standard business letter format for the address, greeting, and closing. So it's a box left justified business letter with the date, with the address of the company, with the salutation, greeting, and a closing. It looks sort of like this. Betty Sully has her header that matches her resume, has the date, has the block type of business, cover letter design, and has the dear salutation, which can be just the name of the person. It can be Mr. or Ms. Only use Mrs. if you actually see that where they use that in their communication. That's the only time you would use Mrs. And let's go over the 3 paragraphs. A cover letter is this simple. It has an opening paragraph, a middle paragraph, and a closing paragraph. The opening paragraph should be compelling and say why you want the job, and it should list the name of the job. Also list the employer's name and why you would like to work for their company. In the middle paragraph, you're going to do those connecting the dots from examples of life experiences or job experiences and how they tie to the job posting. And the closing paragraph just summarize why you think you're uniquely qualified and your desire to meet them soon for a possible interview. Let's get started in designing your cover letter. Research the company so you can explain why you are interested in working for them. I've had many recruiters tell me in the mock interviews we have here or in real interviews that they've had, they wish students would research their company so that they could ask questions that could actually refer to the culture or things that they've seen on the website. Go over the job description with a fine-tooth comb and write down keywords and skills they're looking for. Make sure those words and skills are in your resume and cover letter. Address your letter to an actual person if at all possible. This may take some research, and you can do this on LinkedIn by going to their site, going to their employees, and you might be able to find the head of the department or the HR manager that's recruiting. You can always call the HR department of that company and ask if you can get the title of the hiring manager. The opening paragraph should engage or hook the reader quickly. Identify the position you're applying for, drop a name if somebody referred you, and then answer what skills you have to offer, and most important, why you want to work for this employer. So the opening paragraph, let's read an example. This student is applying for a job that's related to museum work, and it's a press relations coordinator position. Let's see how this person tied the dots, connected the dots. Most teenagers growing up in Portland hang out in the great urban parks or coffee shops. Not me. My favorite place has always been in the Museum of Art. Even as a young teen, I would ask my parents to take me whenever a new exhibit would open up. It wasn't because I was a great artist myself, but because I appreciated what it felt like to be around great art. It's with sincere enthusiasm, then, that as a new grad with a demonstrated commitment to the arts, strong public relations experience in arts nonprofits, and proficiency with web and publications design software, I submit my application for the press relations coordinator position. It has a hook, it has enthusiasm, and it lists the skills that are required for the job. The middle paragraph uses examples from previous experiences to demonstrate that you can meet or exceed the expectations. These come from jobs, internships, relevant coursework, class projects, and even volunteer work. Don't regurgitate what's on your resume. Use your storytelling ability to connect the dots for the employer. Why are you a good fit for the position? You have to make a strong case. Your resume and your cover letter get you in the door and get you invited to the interview. Here's the same person continuing. Prior internships and part-time positions have equipped me with the skill set you're looking for. Last summer, as marketing intern for the Media Education Foundation in Portland, I led the development of MEF's social media presence, increasing attendance at our events by over 25%. At the same time, I developed press kits, responded to press inquiries, and designed a brochure for distribution at film conferences. Because the MEF offer resources designed to help spark discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time, I saw firsthand the challenge of educating the public about unfamiliar topics. I imagine art museums face the same challenges, and I'm eager to translate what I learned at MEF, the Media Education Foundation, to the Portland Art Museum. Notice how the experience at the foundation is matching to the experience and skills they're looking for at the Portland Art Museum. That's called explaining transferable skills. The closing paragraph is a summary of how you might be uniquely qualified for the position. It indicates a desire to meet the person, it's eager and positive, and it thanks the employer for his or her consideration. Here is the closing paragraph from Alexandra Drew for this position at the Portland Museum of Art. Having experienced how important the public relations function is to an arts organization's success, I'm excited at the prospect of joining the media relations team at the Portland Museum of Art, renowned for its collections, exhibitions, and programs, and adding to its already strong social media and communications effort. I look forward to discussing my strong interest in this opportunity, as well as the writing, design, communication, and press relations skills I have to offer. Thank you for considering my application. Notice that the person talked about the Portland Museum of Art in the closing paragraph of being renowned for what it offers. showing that research had been done. Sometimes you won't get an opportunity to upload a cover letter, and you might be attaching it along with the resume, or they may just want an email with the resume, and it's called a cover email. And here are some of the basics of how you make an email a cover letter. It's very short. It's only 5 to 6 sentences. It's very specific, focuses on the most important aspects of your experience and skill set. It includes relevant links so the employer can learn more about you. Now, these links are difficult to put in a cover letter, but now you can put them in an email to LinkedIn, your website, or your portfolio, and it lists the job title in the subject line. That's most important. Here's an example. Going to Jacob at OregonHomeless.net. In the subject line, application for data intern and John Smith's name. And then it has an opening, a middle, and a closing paragraph, much shorter than the one I just read. If you'd like to look at some examples of cover letters, go to the Idea Center website, just type idea.georgefox and click on Career Planning and scroll down to cover letters. There's again some instruction about the formatting of a cover letter. There are templates and there are examples for you to follow. And you can reach out to us. You can make an appointment on Handshake with one of our career coaches or CAP coaches to review your cover letter and help you customize it for that next job application. Thanks for watching.